Over 60% of the community said they want to be pirates in Rell Seas, and less than 20% said Marines. So today, if you're still not sure, I'll break down everything we know about pirates and Marines, and even some things about the Revolutionary Army. So let's hop straight into it. Marines take orders from the world government, and from what we know, a lot of the Rell staff will be high rank in the Marines or the world government. Now, what does this mean? Now, they have said that there will be taxes that you have to pay on property, and that will only really affect the Marines if you think about it. Unless there's just a citizen faction where you're not a pirate, Marine, or revolutionary, then the only people that will be paying taxes are Marines, because pirates won't be paying taxes, because if you don't pay your taxes, it increases your bounty, and that's what pirates want. And let's be honest, nobody in the Revolutionary is going to be paying taxes. So if you choose Marines, the one disadvantage will be that you have to pay taxes if you have a property.
I bought a property.
Now, in order to join the Marine faction, you'll have to go to Marineford or just simply go into Marine bases that you'll find across the map, and then you can join it. And as a Marine, you'll have bounties you can collect by killing pirates and collecting their bounty. And if their bounty is really high, then you can send them to Impel Down. And certain sections of Impel Down are only accessible by certain ranks of the Navy. Now, how do you get higher ranks in the Navy? Well, the more bounties you get and the stronger you get, you'll probably get higher ranks in the Navy. Some ranks can only be given to you by actual players at a higher rank, and even some of them, like maybe Admiral, can only be given by the Rell brothers themselves. So it's really interesting how you can rise through ranks, start at the bottom, and work your way up to the top if you really mean it. Now, what if you want to change your faction after you already picked one, like Marines into pirates? Now, I'm guessing if you want to become a pirate after you've been a Marine, you can probably just do it at any time. Just stop being a Marine, stop paying your taxes, and once you get a bounty on your head, you'll no longer be a Marine. But I'm guessing if you're a pirate and you want to become a Marine, you'll probably have to get your bounty lowered and probably have to get forgiven by someone with a high rank in the Marines, and then they can reset your bounty, and then you can become a Marine recruit. To summarize the Marine faction, you'll have to pay taxes on all personal properties like your house or your own boat. But you can collect bounties from pirates and send them to Impel Down. You can also rise through the ranks by getting promoted by higher tier Marines. And now I want to transition over to everything we know about pirates. Are definitely the most hype faction because you can start your own crew and gain bounty to one day maybe become the Pirate King. But not everyone's going to be able to do that. So what are some other benefits about the pirates that gets everyone so hyped? Well, first off, there's going to be leaderboards, and if your crew is good enough, then you can get on top of these leaderboards and your name will be known all throughout the Rell Seas. Also, being a part of a strong crew will also raise your chances of successfully doing sea events and raids with your crew. This will give you rewards and other things that being a part of a weak crew that nobody knows and they're all super weak, they're not strong at all, this will raise your chances of getting cool rewards that they won't be able to have. Now, a lot of people have already talked about the best seas in Rell crews. The best seas in Rell crew. Whoa, okay. Do I have to record that again? Now, a lot of people have already talked about the best crews in Rell Seas before it even, came out. Glaze. But yeah, starting up right now could be a good way to get into a strong crew before the game even comes out. That way you're not going to be solo as soon as the game comes out and you just get absolutely ambushed by all the big crews that have already been formed. So if you're looking for a crew or you're recruiting for a crew, leave a comment down below and people can go down there, see if anybody's looking for a crew or recruiting for a crew, and they can reply to your comment. Now, these benefits may seem cool and all, but as a pirate and as a pirate crew, you can really just get attacked by anybody at any time. If the Marines see you, they're going to attack you. Other pirates see you, they might leave you alone, they might try and trade with you, but most of the time, they're going to try and attack you. And even the Revolutionary Army, they don't like the Marines or the pirates, so they're going to attack you. So as a pirate, it's going to be super dangerous to sail the open seas and even just walking around an island. So just make sure you're strong enough to defend yourself. Another benefit of pirate crews is you can just choose a theme for the crew. Let's say you want to be a cooking crew, or you want to be like a fishing crew. You can choose a theme for your crew, and then everyone can follow that theme. You can't do that with Marines or Revolutionary Army because it's all kind of like one big group. But as pirates, it's a bunch of small groups that can have different themes and really shows your personality and brings out more character and makes the world feel more alive. And then of course, the last thing to do with crews is if your crew gets strong enough and high enough on the leaderboards, you can actually get recognized by the Rell brothers themselves and become a part of the Yonkos. You can get a Yonko crew if your crew is really that infamous. So there is a lot of benefits for picking pirate. There's more freedom in the way you play the game, but that's more for just, crews, and nothing really like single player really changes. Like if you're not gonna have a crew, then might as well just pick Marines or Revolutionary, because there's nothing really that changes that much besides bounties and stuff. So I did want to talk about Revolutionaries. We know the least about Revolutionaries, that's why they're not getting their own intro. Now, like I said, we do have the least amount of info about them, so a lot of this will be speculation and will be taken from the anime. So we do know the Revolutionary Army doesn't like pirates or Marines. It dislikes the Marines most because, they're corrupt by the world government. But they also don't like pirates because they can just take and steal whatever they want. So they will be fighting against both of them, mostly Marines probably, but if you're a pirate and you see a Revolutionary Army person, you still maybe want to avoid them. But revolutionaries and pirates have been seen working together before, so they actually might be able to work together. Now, gameplay wise, I think the Revolutionary Army main goal was to be dethroning the people at the top of the world government. And you can probably go around freeing people from Impel Down, freeing your members from Impel Down. That's also probably going to be something you can do as pirates. But we do have the least amount of info about the Revolutionary Army, so I can't really say much besides speculation. You can also probably go around helping citizens. You'll probably want to help citizens more than the other two groups, because Marines will be, collecting taxes, and pirates will be destroying and looting towns to get treasure and better loot. So that's all the speculation I have for the Revolutionary Army. So leave a comment down below what you think, what faction you'll be joining, and like and subscribe to the video, because I'll be covering all the things you want to and need to know before Rell Seas releases. You can also click on the video that's popping up on the screen right now, where I go over my favorite mechanic in Rell Seas, which is fishing. So yeah, guns in Rell Seas might be one of the most complex and interesting systems in the entire game. From crafting guns out of Sea Beast and which type of gun you should use, I'll tell you everything we know about Rell Seas guns in this video. Okay, starting out, you need to know the different types of guns. They have said there's going to be 5 different types of guns, as you can see here. Now this is important because all the different guns will have different play styles or ranges that you need to know. Now these are the 5 different types of guns, and these are obviously the starting guns that most gun users in Rell Seas will start out with. Now if I had to guess what the different gun classes are, it's obviously going to be light guns, which are your pistols, your sidearms, and then it's going to go to medium guns, which are going to be your rifles or your snipers, so that's 3. And then there's going to be rocket launchers, your heavy guns, which are going to be rockets, and then machine guns. Now before I go more in depth about each of the gun types, I want to take a look at this picture which shows a character holding a gun and it has a gun they're carrying on them. So this obviously just shows that we're going to be able to hold more than one weapon at a time. So even if you're a sword user, you can also carry a gun in case your enemies are running away or you want to hit someone from far away. But also if you're a gun user, this could also be fine because then you can carry a sniper for super long range and then a rifle for short range or closer combat. Okay, I don't want to bore you by explaining all the weapon types because I feel they're all self-explanatory, so I'll just do it super fast. Your pistol is always going to be your sidearm, it's going to be your secondary weapon. You're not going to be maining the pistol. Unless, you can do that I guess. The rifle is going to be fast, decent medium range. It's going to be good for medium range and short range. It's going to be a decent gun to main. And then you have the sniper. It's going to be good for super long range, high damage
Then you have the machine guns, lots of bullets equals big damage. Then you have the special guns, which don't really fit into a category. These are gonna be like rocket launchers or like, other special guns. Basically, they're gonna be unique, like a rocket launcher. One big bullet equals one big damage. So yeah, that's basically all the different types of guns explained. And now I'm gonna go on to how to get guns and how to craft them. Like I showed at the beginning, you're going to be able to craft guns out of Sea Beast. You can also craft different armor pieces and weapons, but that's for the complete crafting guide in Rell Seas video, coming soon. So today we're just going to focus on crafting guns out of Sea Beast. Now I'm just going to showcase some of the Sea Beast and some of the guns you'll be able to get out of them. As you can see, a lot of these look really cool, and they're probably going to be like late game guns with their own special abilities. Now speaking of abilities, it's stated that each gun will at least have one ability and maybe 2 or 3 abilities. Like some of them may have one ability, special guns like Sea Beast guns may have 2 or 3. Now we all know you can't use guns without ammo, right? So they did say they are working on an ammo system, and I'm guessing you can make different types of ammos, right? But I'm guessing like basic ammo, like the ammo that everyone has, you're gonna have an infinite amount of that, so you don't need to craft ammo every single time you want to use your gun, because that could get like repetitive and kind of annoying, unless they make it super easy to get. But then what's even the point of making you craft basic ammo? Just give us infinite. But I am guessing that you will have to craft special types of ammos like sea stone ammo, which is going to be allow you to hit Logia users if you don't have hockey infused with your gun. I'm also guessing you can make just sea stone weapons if you're a blacksmith too. Another cool ammo types that you may be able to craft is I can't think of the name for it right now, but what Usopp learns in the Sky Islands. I think, yeah, like another cool ammo type where he like gets the seeds he can shoot that each have like different properties and stuff. So yeah, I'm guessing you'll be able to craft different ammo, collect resources across the world, and make different ammo types that are going to be useful against different players or different bosses and stuff. Some may be more powerful but take longer to shoot, and some may be like super fast to shoot but they're like super weak, So I feel like the different ammo types will add like a lot of varieties to the game. Speaking of stats, each gun will have its own stats. So even if like you have 2 snipers, like they might both be the sniper class, but let's say one is just the basic sniper that you get at the starter island that you just bought, and the other one is a Sea Beast one that you crafted from a Sea Beast. Then the Sea Beast one will be more powerful obviously, but also it may have a faster reload time and farther range. So just because 2 weapons are in the same class does not mean they have the same range, reload time, and like fire speed. That's everything we know about the guns in Rell Seas as of right now. Comment down below what you guys think about guns in Rell Seas, and comment down below anything like you want to see them add to this system, because I feel like it's pretty cool. I might main guns in Rell Seas. It depends on like how in-depth they go on it, but so far it seems pretty good. It looks really cool. All like the different mechanics seem really good, and yeah. Also, if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. Honestly, like, I'm almost at 300 subscribers. I'll probably hit 300 before the end of the night. So like and subscribe, you might be my 300th. And
from catching and cooking sea beast to a player-based economy, this is everything you need to know about fishing in Rell Seas. So let's hop straight into it. Now, as you can see at the bottom of the screen, this is how you're going to catch fish. It's similar to Stardew Valley. As you can see, like you try and keep the fish in the center like of your thing, and they move around. The longer they're in the thing, the more you're fishing, like meter fills up, and once you get to the top, you catch the fish. Now they did say they might make it easier on game release, because it kind of took them like 4 minutes to catch one super easy fish. Now even if they don't make it easier, there is ways to get fish even easier, like these fishing rods. Basically, you'll be able to upgrade your fishing rod and get other fishing rods throughout your game. Now I'm guessing these fishing rods will have unique properties. Like one might be to make your bar bigger, and another one might be to make it so you catch the fish faster, so like you have to spend less time, with the fish in your little bar. Now when you catch a fish, you can see the data automatically goes into your fish index. As you can see, we get a lot of info about fishing from this 4-second clip. So I'm gonna slow it down and we can go through everything here. Now first up, we have weight. Now weight probably shows you the heaviest fish of that kind that you caught. So if I caught like a 10-pound Tommy, which is the first fish, then it's going to show 10 pounds. Now, location. As you can see, down there it says fish name unknown. And then there's knowledge. That probably means you have to catch 10 of those fish to unlock more knowledge about it, right? And this will probably show you the location and rarity once you complete that knowledge. So once you collect like 10 Kanamis or whatever the fish name was called, then you'll get the location, which will probably be like East Blue, North Blue, and like Hot Springs. And you'll get probably the rarity, which will probably be like 20% since it's a freaking it's the first fish. And it's probably not that rare. And we get a look at the first 10 fish in the fishing book. So feel free to pause if you want to look at them and like their names. And I do want to bring attention to fish number like 9 since it looks like a shark and it'll probably be on the bigger side. Which will lead me to my next point, which is the fact that you'll be able to catch sea beast, but you'll probably have to like fight them after you reel them up. Here's a sneak about the underwater wildlife that you'll be able to see as you like go in your submarine or just swimming around. Now, going underwater and seeing the wildlife will be a good way to either fight sea beast or also just see what fish are in the area that you can catch. With this said, that means all the fish you're seeing here, you can probably either fight underwater or you'll be able to fish them up, just straight up catch them, or if they're like a sea beast, like that shark, you'll probably have to fight it before you gain the fish. Now, a lot of these fish are interesting and you'll be able to see them just swimming underwater too, as you can see with their swimming animations. And I wonder if you can like fight them underwater so you don't have to like pull them up. But I'm guessing fishing is also a good way, like if you have a devil fruit and you want to catch a sea beast, then you don't have to go underwater or like hunt for a sea beast. And you can just fish them up and then fight them, you know, at the dock. But a lot of these will probably be super hard to fish up, like that whale. If you can't even fish up the whale, it's one of the biggest things. You can see how much bigger it is compared to the player's size. And yeah, good luck trying to fish that up. Now you might be thinking, wow, they really went into depth about this fishing mechanic. But what's really the point? Now as you can see, they said the uses for fishing will be cooking, selling, and materials. Now what does this mean exactly? Now materials is pretty straightforward. The fish that you catch will go into your like materials tab and they'll just be in there as materials. And then this goes into cooking. You'll use the fish that you have in your inventory to cook special meals that may give you certain buffs or like certain like just heal you. Maybe there's a hunger bar, increase stamina for a little bit. But now selling is where it gets interesting. Now when I first saw this, I thought, you know, just sell it to NPCs. Oh, can you catch a fish for me? There may be a fishing quest you can do. But it may be bigger than that. What if Rell Seas has a player-driven economy? Now that may sound crazy, but they wouldn't be the first game to do it. And for a game like this, out of any game, I feel like it would be the game to have a player-driven economy. Because, you know, a lot of the players won't be, you know, fishing all the time. A lot of them probably won't even have upgraded fishing rods. But if they need a special like meal that gives them some extra HP to take it down a boss, they could go to the player driven economy, the player marketplace, see if anybody is selling the specific fish they need and buy it and cook their meal. Now this does have more implications like selling devil fruits, selling swords, and like, you know, but this is just speculation, so don't take it too seriously. Yeah, so this could be true. We'll just need more confirmation, but I feel like maybe Rell Seas does have a player-driven economy. Now, as you may know, there is mounts in Rell Seas that you can go around and tame, like this frog here. You can go tame it and they will become your mount. Now, what if, like fish-type mounts, as you can see here, you fish them up with a certain type of bait, and then bam, you have it as a mount now because you tamed it. Now, it may be super difficult to fish them up, but when you fish them up, you can tame it, or you may be able to kill it to get its, you know, loot drops like, you know, the fish meat or whatever. Now I want to talk about talents. Now, I don't really know much about talents. I don't think anybody knows much about talents. If I'm wrong, leave a comment down below. But I'm guessing, this is just based off what I'm guessing, right? Talents will be like upgrades you can get the more you do something. So if you do fishing more, if you fish more, then you get more upgrades in fishing and your fishing stats become better and it's easier. You have a higher chance to catch, you know, more rare fish, and it's easier for you to catch fish. You also may only be able to get certain fishing rods if your fishing talent is at a certain level. but I don't really know because I don't really know much about talents. Comment down below if you know anything about this. Also, comment down below what you think, what you're most excited for in Rell Seas. If you're excited for fishing, cooking, the player-based economy, maybe? Yeah, but just comment down below what you're excited for about Rell Seas and maybe some concerns you have. Because I just love reading your guys' comments about like what you think is going to be in the game, what you hope's in the game, and what you're like most excited for. So just comment down below and maybe I'll reply, you know. I just like to read your guys' comments. But let me get back into the video because I have one more thing to go over. Now, Rell Seas crews. The crews that are already being made like months before the game even comes out. Will each crew need at least one fisherman? Now, I don't think so because I don't even think each crew will need one cook. Because like I said earlier, there is most likely going to be a player-based economy, and they did say you can start your own restaurants and stuff and like sell your food to others. So you could probably also sell your fish to others, right? So it depends really if you want a fisherman on your crew so you don't have to pay for, you know, rare fish that you might need. And honestly, it's just going to be cool having a fisherman on your crew. I'm personally going to be a fisherman on Rell Seas. The best fisherman. And if anybody thinks otherwise, they can talk to my Moby Dick. No, but seriously, comment down below what you guys think. And if you like the video, like and subscribe. I'm, you know, giving you guys the information you guys want to know. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. We just got major sneaks about cooking and even potions in Rell Seas. Today I'll go through it all. So if you want to know everything about being a cook and a chef in Rell Seas, or even being a doctor, make sure you do watch until the end. Here we go. Now this is a huge info dump, but I want to start with how they said they already have over 100 recipes planned and crafted. Now that's a crazy number to think about, 100 recipes. That means if you're a cook, there's over 100 recipes you can make and put in your cooking decks. Now you might be asking, wait, what's a cooking decks? Now similar to the fishing and crafting decks, there will be a cooking deck, and once you cook something, you'll get info on the thing, and you'll get like the stats, how much it heals you, any benefits the like meal gives you. And yeah, so there will be a cooking deck where you can see all of the recipes that you've learned. And how will you be able to cook in Rell Seas? They said it will be similar to Valheim and Breath of the Wild, which honestly have some really good cooking mechanics in them. So I'm guessing if you want to cook this egg breakfast, you'll have to throw in some loaf, some egg. I don't know why they crossed everything out. But yeah, that's how you'll be able to cook in Rell Seas. Because it will be similar to Breath of the Wild. If you know, you know. They've also said cooking won't just be for healing and stuff. Some may give you special stats for a certain time. Some may give you certain buffs and certain, like, effects if you eat specially made cooked items. Now this means either buying stuff from a really well-known cook or having a really good cook on your crew will be essential because you'll get buffs if you eat certain recipes. Like let's say you need to go to a super cold biome. If you have a cook on your team, then you could just have them whip up a super spicy chili for everyone on your team, and then you'll probably have cold resistance for a little bit, and then you can do whatever you wanted it to do in that biome. Now I wanted to take a second to talk about all these, you know, foods that you can collect. Obviously on the right you have just plain foods that still need to be cooked, and on the left you have very basic recipes. And this just shows how much food and like recipes and like things you can eat in Rell Seas there are going to be. It's going to be a complete mechanic. Like one thing I do really like about Rell Seas is how like in depth they go for every mechanic. Like fishing is super in depth, and now cooking super in depth. And yeah, so I also want to talk about potions, but we'll get to that in a second. First I want to talk about being your own like restaurant in Rell Seas. Now being your own like restaurant is going to be interesting because you'll obviously have people come to you if they need a special recipe made, and then you'll make it for them and you can decide how much you're selling it for. That's going to be really interesting and really cool. And you might also need to spend some money to make certain recipes by buying fish from fishermen because you're not high enough like fishing level or skilled enough at fishing to catch certain fish for certain recipes. Now I'm also guessing the better cooking equipment you have on your ship or on your property, your house, then you'll be able to make better stuff. Like you'll start off with like a very basic stove that can cook you like tier 1 items, and then you can buy better and better cooking equipment to get better and better recipes. So comment down below what you think about these sneaks, if you're going to be a cook in Rell Seas, and what you're most excited for in Rell Seas. Now, before I go on to the potions, I just want to ask you to subscribe. We're almost to 350 subscribers. So yeah, if you could subscribe, it would mean a lot to me. I'm giving you all the information you need to and want to know before Rell Seas comes out. So let's move on to the potions. Now, we don't know much about potions, but they did say they will be included into the game, and they'll be called smoothies. Now, the thing about these smoothies is that I'm guessing this is how the doctor class will work, because you'll need a doctor on your crew, and you might be able to get sick in certain areas, or if you get injured, these potions might be able to heal you up and patch wounds. Now, doctors will be mandatory for any big crew that needs a bunch of potions made. I'm guessing there's going to be like a potionary, like skill tree, where you can get better at making potions, and there's probably also going to be a potion dex similar to the fishing and cooking dex, where you can track all the potions that you've made before and what they do and their recipes. I'm guessing certain potions will also give you certain buffs. Think about like Minecraft potions, potion of strength, potion of speed, potion of water breathing. All of these are very possible outcomes for what you can make as potions. And there could also be potions with negative effects, whether you trick someone into drinking them, or they're throwable potions like potions of weakness, potions of poison, and potions of like decay to hurt your enemies. Now, so where to find ingredients for potions? I'm guessing like tropical berries and like jungle biomes, jungle islands, and mushrooms, where you have to like distinguish which mushrooms you need for a certain potion. And then the berries and mushrooms will look pretty similar besides small differences, so you'll either need to go into your crafting decks or go into your potion decks to see which one of the two you need. Now, that's all the information we know about cooking and potions in Rell Seas. Now, if you liked the video, make sure to like and subscribe. It would really help me out. And comment down below if you're going to be a cook, a doctor, a fisherman. That's personally what I'm going to be. But yeah, I would like to know what you guys want to be. You can also suggest other videos you want me to make. Like if you want me to make a video about like pirates versus marines in Rell Seas, which one you should pick, then I'll make it. So yeah, like and subscribe. And if you are going to be a fisherman, this video right here is showing you everything we know as of now about fishing in Rell Seas. So I'll see you in that video. Mounts in Rell Seas will be one of the biggest features in the game, because most people will be using them to cross the vast and huge distance of the map. So today I'm going to be ranking all of them, because that's what everyone wants, a tier list video, right? Right, guys? But before I rank all of them, I want to go through all the types of mounts and what they'll be used for and how to attain them. So let's just hop straight into it. Now, the first thing you need to understand is the three different types of mounts. There's going to be land mounts, water mounts, and sky mounts. Obviously, they're all self-explanatory. Land mounts will be best on land, water mounts can swim across the ocean, and sky mounts can obviously fly. But obviously, certain mounts will be able to do both. Like a certain mount might be able to go really good on land and also can swim. Also, sky mounts will be able to walk, but they'll be best in the air, you know? So you're going to have to decide which type of mount you're going to want and which one will be best for your playstyle. Now, as how to obtain mounts, there's probably going to be 4 different ways I'm thinking of, right? They have said that mounts will be animals that you can find in the wild and that you'll have to tame them before you can ride them. So the first one is, just taming them like a Minecraft horse. You hop on them, you play a certain mini game, and then you tame them, right? Now, this is obviously going to be for the weaker mounts, like the starter mounts, because you won't really have to do anything. Now, the second way I'm thinking about is there's probably going to be certain recipes that you can cook, and you're going to have to find what food the mount likes, and then feed it to the mount, and then after you feed it to the mount, you can tame it. They have also said that bosses will be able to become mounts, like Thrag or this dragon. Now, the fourth way is probably by buying them or crafting them by NPCs, or maybe even other players will be able to sell their mounts. Because as you can see here, not all mounts will just, be animals. You can probably craft certain mounts, such as the bike you're seeing here. But now there's a fifth secret way, which is kind of I don't really agree with. I don't really think this should be a thing, but as you can see, these 2 mounts have been stated that they will only be given to people that are subbed to the Rell Seas Discord right now, which is basically just, paying money. So once the game releases, this is the only way you'll be able to get these mounts is by, paying money to the Rell Seas Discord, which honestly I don't fully agree with. they have said that customization is the only thing you'll be able to spend Robux on, but is that whale mount really customization? Because that's just a unique mount. But I don't know. Comment down below what you guys think. Do you guys think it's scummy for them to lock mounts behind paywalls? Also, if you're enjoying the video, make sure to like and subscribe. We're about to get into the tier list, so let's start it out right now.
Well, what's up? Hey, I got the gossip.
Okay, now I'm gonna go through my personal opinion on the mounts. I'm gonna start at the bottom and then work my way up to the first and best mount. Long neck horse, F tier. Whatever this is, F tier. Cat, D tier. Wolf, C tier. Rooster, C tier. Both bikes, B tier. Basic bird, B tier. Flying fish, B tier. Owl, B tier. Frog, B tier. Thrag, B tier. Whale, B tier. Stupid looking dragon, A tier. Squid, A tier. Megalodon, A tier. Mammoth, A tier. Spider, A tier. And then finally, the crab, S tier. Like, I mean, look, you can put a little shop on the back of it. That's so cool. But that's just my opinion. Comment down below what you guys think. Do you have your own list? Do you have your own, like, favorite mount that you're looking forward to? Yeah, just comment down below. And if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. It would really help me out. And I'll see you guys next time. Also, please add all this talk about pirates. Pirates that, pirates this. Who really wants to be a pirate in Rell Seas when you can serve justice? Serve hope to the people. That's why I invite you, all of you, to join the Maelstrom Agency. The first crew, the first agency of the Navy in Rell Seas. Okay guys, that's all my deep voice budget. So basically the Maelstrom Agency is like, it's like a crew for the Navy. We have a Discord and everything, so you can join, you know. Like, you know, I've seen like a lot of people saying, oh, this is the best crew in Rell Seas, but what about the strongest agency for the Navy? Who cares about the crew? Like the Navy's where it's at, you know. We got taxes over here. I know you guys want to join. And basically, if you're like confused, it's like CP. Wait, what was this? It's like Cypherpole. Yeah, it's like Cypherpole in the One Piece, where yes, we are Marines, but like we're an agency of elite mercenaries, you know. So yes, any Marine can be a part of the Maelstrom Agency, but we'll have elite agents. They're like the captains of it. So if you want to become an agent of the first and biggest group of Marines in Rell Seas, then join the Discord link below in the description, and we'll have a lot more information there. But now let me just tell you some things. So, right, there's two different tiers in the Maelstrom Agency. There's the agents, which are like the big bosses, the elite mercenaries, you know. They're the CP people, Cypherpole people, right? And then we have like our lackeys, you know. If you're not strong enough, we'll treat you like a goon. Like if you want to be just a goon, you can be a goon, okay? Like you can just be a goon. We'll treat you like dirt. We'll pay you like $2 an hour. It's fine. It's fine. I mean, I know people are into that. Like, so I mean, if that's what you want to do, you can do that. But if you want to be an elite agent, then you'll have to show your loyalty to the Marines and the MA. Also, for all the people that join the Discord and become agents, I'll be trying my best to get them into closed community so they can test the game and play it early. Now, what do you say? Are you just a goon? Or is it in you? Join the MA now. Today. Wait, now. Can't wait to meet you. To join the naval family. We open real soon.